Have you ever given a thought when sometimes your nose looks like your grandfather and your eyes looks like your father? Means you are into the second level of hierarchy where you are inheriting the features from your father as well as the grandfather. Yes, this is called multi-level inheritance, where these are the chain of classes where one class inheritance happens with the another class, where one class inherits from another class and the last class gets inherited by the second class, so that it gets all the traits and the feature of other classes. For example, if you have class A, class B and class C, where class B is inheriting from class A and next class C inherits from class B, then what happens in the class C, the features of class B as well as class A comes to the class C. So these are the chain of classes where one class inherits from another class and it goes on. So it's a very powerful feature of C#.NET or any other applications, this multi-level of inheritance. But before going much on detail, let me introduce about myself. I am Vivek Kumar and I welcome you to my channel Vivek Kumar Buddhi Towards Wisdom, where you can get all types of C#.NET tutorials and you can get benefit out of all the technical details of C#.NET. So please visit that. And before going more onto the multi-level of inheritance, we are going to see a little brief on the single level of inheritance. On the single level of inheritance, last video we have seen, you can see this card and and check what all the features about single level inheritance, what are the features and what are the coding practices in it. So please go through it. And now let's begin about the multi-level inheritance. So let's go to the same example. So here we have seen a class A, class B and class C. So class A is a parent class, class B is a derived from A and C is derived from B. So now here C is having the feature of B and A and B is having a feature of A. So here C is the luckiest one, where it is inheriting both the class A feature and the class B feature. Now we will be seeing what are the benefits of it. So benefits are very good here. First benefits comes as a code reusability. So code reusability means one time you have some feature that will already been inherited to the other class and they can use that feature, so no need to write the feature again and again. So code maintainability, so you can maintain your code very well and it is easy to update and modify inherited methods and properties. Next is improved organization, so you can create a clear hierarchical structure for your code and you can make your code more improved way. You can manage it very well in organized way basically. So next we will be seeing how the code and implementation is done with that. Let's see an example with the coding, how the multi-level inheritance works and how do we define it and what are the uses of it. So first, as you can see, we have a project defined multi-level inheritance, where what we have a three classes, class A, class B and class C. Class A is animal and here we can see the class B we are having. So class B is mammal is inheriting from animal, and this is a single level inheritance if you talk about till mammal. So again, if you move to the next one, class C, so class C is derived class, the most lower level of the class and most beneficial level of class, because it is inheriting class A and class B. It is inheriting mammal and animal, both of the classes, and get benefit out of it. So here it is this is the third level, then it becomes a multi-level inheritance and it is inheriting from the class mammal. So here the mammal again, it's an again the animal who gives birth to the young ones and many other criteria are there, so which are called mammal. So again, dog is a mammal. So we have a method in dog is bark and in animal eat, and if you talk about the mammal class, we have a breathe. So let's see how the dog class can inherit or it can access the method of the base classes like B and A. So here if you run the program, so here main we have defined it and created an object of dog, So let's run it. So here we had created a dog object. Now my dog.eat. So even though we have created a dog object, it can access eat method as well, because if you go here, eat is an member of method of class animal, but it is getting access from the object of dog, which is the child class and the lower level of the child class. So it has access of eat. So if we see what it gives, so we can see here, see, it is giving you animal can eat. So again, if we go ahead, dog can have the access of mammal class, which is breathe. So it can have access to the breathe class, and finally bark, so it can bark as well. So if we talk about that, what are the outputs? So you can see mammal can eat, mammals can breathe, sorry, animal can eat, mammals can breathe, and finally dog can bark. So all of the things is able to access from the child class, which is nothing but a dog class, dog object, means my dog, which is dog class object. So this my dog object can have access of all eat, breathe and bark. Eat and breathe are the method of base classes. So here it's really very good. So you can writing a very less code, and even though writing a very less code, you can have the access, you can organize it very well, and the reusability comes here in a very best way, and it can have the access of all the powerful feature of the base classes. So this was the example, a basic example of how to achieve the and how to execute the multi-level of inheritance. The coding and other aspects of multi-level inheritance, we saw the examples and all. So next we are going to see some real world examples. So here we are having the real world examples, like we can think about few scenarios or few things where we can say that okay, these are the real world examples, and like real implementation of single level or multi-level of inheritance. So for example, vehicle can be anything. It can be your bullock cart also we can consider as a vehicle, or tricycles also, or bike also kind of vehicle. But from the basic functionality of vehicle which moves, it is inherited by car is again four wheel speed, all the many people can sit, and it will give you a very nice traveling. So, and again, if you talk about a sports car, so sports car is inheriting from car and vehicle classes and achieving all the functionality, plus it is adding a really good features like turbo engine, and for them very fastness, efficiency, very nice handling, and many more feature. So this is a real world example of vehicle, car and sports car of multi-level inheritance. Again, if you talk about the employee class, so employee is being inherited by manager because manager is an employee, and the director, so which is the top one. So the director was a manager, or it has the accessibility of manager and employee. So here again it was a good example of multi-level inheritance. And the last one we are seeing is that on our UI based, so any control, any type of control we are having, button control or combo box control or drop down control or list control or radio buttons, so all are controls. But if you talk about particular, so button inherits the feature from the control, and in turns from button we have an image button where the in buttons lot of images you can put, and it gives you a very realistic and very nice UI for the image button. So with this image button, it has a very powerful feature by inheriting button class feature and the control class feature together and implementing their own into image button. So here it is achieving really good implementation and powerful features. So this was some real world examples of multi-level of inheritance. After seeing all these videos, you might have understood about the multi-level inheritance and what are the traits and features on it, and what are the benefits we can get out of it. So please write the different types of code, including multi-level of inheritance, experimented, do R&D, and if any problem comes, please write into the comment section. And if you want to discuss something, please write into the comment section as well. So we will be seeing and we will discuss more on it. Please share this video to your colleague or your friend or family members who wants to understand more about the coding, especially about the OOPS concept in C#.NET. So till then, and again, please subscribe this video and go through all other videos to learn more on it and get benefit out of it. So till then, please take care of it and wish you a very happy new year. Take care. Bye bye.